Lead investigator Brigadier Bongani Gininda told the court that blood swabs taken from the TV stand and the kitchen wall only matched the profile of the deceased Senzo Meyiwa, and that there was no other blood found at the scene. Twala's car movement on the day also showed that after the shooting, he moved to the clinic where Meyiwa was declared dead and went back to the crime scene where he spent some 6 hours, and that there was no record of Twala getting medical help, even at the facility mentioned by Mngomezulu.
Now, given the movement of this vehicle and the time that it had spent at the crime scene on the 27th, that period of just under 6.5 hours, what is your comment regarding this version that was proffered by Mr. Mngomezulu regarding Mr. Longwe Twala?
My lord, like I said earlier, you would have expected some form of blood left there, or at least someone, my lord, would have said in the form of a statement that they've seen Mr. Longwe, injured, or even on the same day of the incident, my lord. I've said it in my evidence, earlier, that even on the same day of the incident, there is no statement in the docket of anybody who says Mr. Longwe was shot, be it by himself or by any other person. The only person who was shot, which was a fatal shot, my lord, was the deceased. The next person who sustained some injuries, and I saw that in the statement, was Zandi, and somewhere I think next or on your legs, but still it was not a significant injury because there were no blood drops. It was just minor injury during the struggle, my lord. But there is no evidence that I found in the docket which suggests that Mr. Longwe Twala was injured on the 26th of October 2014. Sorry, my lord, but in addition to that, like I said earlier as well, my lord, at the crime scene, the only evidence that is in the docket, insofar as the firearm that was used, is a 9mm and not a revolver.
Thank you. Just to come back to one aspect that you touched on Friday, and that...
Sorry, just before it escapes me, before you straddle it, did Mr. Longwe Twala make a statement?
Yes, he did. He made more than one statement in the docket, my lord.
This is not evidence, but did he ever mention in his statement that he was shot?
No, he didn't, my lord. Neither are any of the people who were with him in the house. They never said he was shot.
And a further blow even to a statement deposed by a Meyiwa family member, which suggested so. In that statement, which Meyiwa's brother-in-law, Edward Hlophe, deposed, he claimed to have received a telephone call from Tumelo Madlala, Meyiwa's friend, who was also inside the house, who told him that Meyiwa was shot by mistake.
What did Mr. Madlala, what was his reaction to these allegations?
He denied it, my lord. He said he never said it. But like I said, he referred us to the IO to say, I don't know who you are. I know Mr. Mudise, speak to him. He says he was getting a lot of threats and all manner of things. But it was clear that he was refusing that he ever said that, my lord. My lord, that affidavit was then filed in the docket. It was actually indexed by me at a later stage, of course, because we're in KZN. It was indexed with my handwriting because it's available, because we had to deal with this allegation that there's a missing statement. And I submitted a statement to say the said statement was never misplaced. It was made by Mr. Hlophe, by Captain made his statement at the time. He was still alive to confirm that statement in his own handwriting. It was then subsequent at a later stage attached in the docket. It has been there in the docket even after we're then done with that instruction that we received, my lord, and it is still in the docket as we speak today. When we received the docket, my lord, as I said, that was that time. Then it was Brigadier Mudise, and then subsequent to us following those few things that the DIVCO mandated us to follow, I know the matter was then assigned to General Shibiri, and then thereafter General Shibiri, then we came on board. This is now when we were appointed. When I received the docket during the handing over process, That statement was still in the docket, my lord, and as I said, up to today, it's still in the docket. But not only that statement, all other statements that were made by Mr. Hlophe are still in the docket. In fact, if you look at this matter that is before court, my lord, all affidavit disposed from 2014 to date, there's not even a single affidavit that is missing.
And while the state maintains accused number 3, Mthobisi Mngube, was the shooter, Mngube has denied this, despite Gininda also having outlined how the gun confiscated from him was linked to the bullet found at the scene, and then the cell phone records.
Now, if one looks at Exhibit G1, the Section 2.5, is it of any significance?
Yes, it is, my lord, because it covers the period when this incident took place, in other words, the 26th of 2014, and the number associated with 3 is located in Phosphorus on that specific day.
While Gininda has concluded his examination in chief, the defense is expected to begin cross-examination on Thursday, but we're likely to start with Sipho Ramusipile, the lawyer for accused number 2, as the lawyer for accused number 1, Thulani Mngomezulu, is still ill. Crisaldo Lewis, SABC News at the High Court in Pretoria.